Hey, I'm Kevin Kennard. This is the Spiral X shell and tube unit. I'll briefly go over like the design of it and why we have it oriented in such a way, and then I'll dive down into the pneumatics and the controls of it, and talk about some advantages that it has, especially in cold weather applications. Zoom in down here. Pretty much everything on this bottom I-beam is where you're going to hook your stuff up to. You got your supplies, your pneumatic supplies, your discharges, you got your reheat loop that you can send glycol through. I'll explain some of that. And then you got your drain, and then your pump outlet is over here. I'll go through the logic real quick. Basically, as your condensate fills up in your tank, we have a NorSeal level control right here. It's a snap acting, so as the liquid reaches a certain point, it will let the pneumatics through, turning on your pump. That'll do its business, and that's how the normal function will go. If at any point this guy doesn't work correctly or your pump doesn't work correctly, we have a high level switch that will open up this manual reset valve, which will then let through supply. It's just a standard three-way actuator that will send it into bypass. Right here, you see you got your glycol in and out loop. This is how we have the insulation within the shell. I'll talk a little bit about the shell and tube. All this is vertical in configuration, and we have the exhaust coming in on the tube side. Glycol is passing up in cross flow through the shell side. So you'll take the low pressure glycol from your existing system, feed it into here. That's what will create the condensation of the much hotter exhaust flowing through downward, and you actually get the condensation creation, and it drips directly down into the tank. So there's no vertical assembly, and therefore you don't need any drain tubing, so nothing is getting caught and have more potential to freeze in the lines. A little side spool here with a demister pad right here in the top, just to create some extra condensation before it goes off to where it needs to go to get destroyed. And then any drainage that happens will roll back into the tank. The other lines in there that I had shown previously is for a optional glycol heat loop, where you can take some of that warm glycol and run it through the bottom of your tank, and that just has a little single pass through, and it will prevent any freezing